Right, I think we're good. What's up, chat? How we doing? Make sure Spotify isn't still on it, isn't? Alright, good. Alright. Duel Links box review. This is going to be kind of strange. So I've been playing Master Duel so much. I haven't looked at most of the cards in here, because that's kind of the idea of the box reviews. I'm not meant to be spoiled beforehand, but I've seen a few cards in here. A few cards spoiled for me too, so I know what a few of them do now to play Master Duel anyway. Very few of them though. My streamer is here. I can't believe MANJU's in here, man. What the fuck? I've had 3 separate people DM me that MANJU is in this box. People know. They know my excitement about one particular card they've been asking for decades. That I'm very shocked isn't a selection box card. Exceptionally shocked. Duel Links must actually be dying. There's no way they'd release MANJU as an SR if it wasn't for Duel Links currently dying. There's no way. That's a panic mode release right there if I've ever seen one. Junzo is added to the card trader, about fucking time. I'm still getting comments to this day. People were looking at a Junzo video from like 4 years ago being like, how has this man got 3 copies or 2 copies, whichever ones we were allowed to get? It's like, how have we got this many? You're not allowed to get that much. Where? Who the hell runs 3 Junzo anyway? Who does that? Who needs 3 Junzo in their deck, huh? What do you need it for? Yeah, MANJU is pure panic mode. There's no way they'd release this card as an SR rarity. SR, by the way. Just a reminder that Sonic Bird and Senju are both ultra rare. MANJU SR? What? Huh? You know, like, that's a... Anyway, we'll stop talking about that card. We start from the shit and go to the top, alright? We know how these box reviews work. Stop skipping ahead, boys. Stop skipping ahead. Also, cool thing to note, a bunch of skills are leaked too, so we can go through them today as well. I don't think I'll go through the skills until we get to the train cards though, or until like we've done the full review. I think that makes more sense. But we'll definitely be going through the skills because the skills very greatly impact whether or not the actual cards are useful. So we'll go through the skills afterwards. But it'll be important to note that also we don't actually know which skills will be coming and which ones aren't. They're just kind of all the ones that are in the game. So I think that's how that works anyway. Some of these skills might not actually come to the game. They're just stuck in some game files. How Jinzo go 3? How Jinzo? Watch the animation? We can do that actually. We can watch the animation. Alright, here you go, Jeff. Oh god, that's bad. Ow, 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 ow. My eardrums. It's playing full screen, it does. Alright, here you go. Could upgrade the quality, but I can't be asked. Oh my god. Never mind, I changed my mind. I haven't used anything like that. I don't care about the voice lines. Show me the animation, bro. Damn! Budget on the animations went up? Damn, Duel Links must really be dying. Is there another animation or not? There isn't, right? There's no other animations, is there? It's the same one. Damn! The animation's not bad. Not bad. I like the track. Pretty dope. Right, how many people we got? We ready to start yet? How many people we got? I can wait for a little bit more. I assume we'll get a little bit more than that. I know Duel Links is a dying game, but I think we'll get a little bit more than that. I hope. I hope Duel Links isn't that dead yet. That's pretty both Jap and English? Okay. Is this dead game? I think you should refresh the page. Wait, something new on here? I hate refreshing the page because fucking 15 Duel Links fucking ads appear on my screen. Not Duel Links ads, but just ads in general appear on my screen. It's very cool. I think we'll just start once I've closed the ads. I'll wait for the ads to show up because they'll really annoy me as I'm doing the middle of the review. Just ad, boom, on the center of my screen. Maybe they just won't show up. Maybe we're good. No ads? Poggers. Just get DLM Pro, smile. Yeah, I'll pass on that one, buddy. I've already subbed to him on Twitch, alright? That's all he's getting. That's all the money he's getting. Ah, there's the ad. See, that's why we didn't start. I knew you were coming, you little shit. Delayed ad. What is that? Get off my screen. No free advertising for you. You're gonna pay for that service. Alright. Alright, let's get into it. So, as per normal, for people just joining the stream, we start at the garbage and we move to the POG stuff at the top. So, POG stuff is last. So we start the trash, go to the top, go through every single of the cards. Also important to note that we'll be going through all these skills as well this stream, not just the cards, because the skills very, 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 as you probably know, greatly impact the cards as well. But we'll save them till probably the end, or at least until we start going through some of the train stuff. Otherwise, there's no real point anyway. So, yeah. Alright, let's get into it. So, where's my OBS to make sure I'm not blocking any of the cards as I'm going through them. My OBS a bit bigger so I can see it. Alright. Here we're good to go. Alright. So, no reprints showing here, right? Don't tell me down the bottom if it was a reprint anyway. Alright. Xyz Reversal. Target one face-up Xyz monster your opponent controls on face-up Xyz monster you control. Switch control, but we don't care. It's like, this is praying our opponent's playing an Xyz monster for starters, and you have to somehow get your own Xyz monster out to swap them. Yeah, nah, we're good on this one. Yeah, we're good on that one. I don't even know what kind of a meme you need this for. What kind of a meme do you need your opponent to have one of your Xyz monsters for? This reminds me of the YouTube video I was going to make today before this fucking box decided to leak. Anyway, moving on. Oh, Acid-Golem, I guess. Wait, is Acid-Golem? Yeah, Acid-Golem is an Xyz monster. Not wrong. I guess. Alright. Psy-Curse. When a psychic-type monster you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster and sent to the graveyard, target the opponent's monster, destroy that target. And if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to level -300. Why it's gonna be destroyed by battle, man? It makes it so useless. It's already pretty bad, but why is it gotta have it so it's destroyed by specifically battle? Was this card too strong if it was destroyed by battle or card effect? Absolute garbage, man. Like, I don't think you'd even use it if it would be good free to play back if it was destroyed by battle or card effect, but it's fucking useless as just battle. Complete shit. Alright. Next. Self-destruct button. You can activate this card while your life points are lower than your opponent's. Life points and the difference is 7,000 points or more. Both players' life points become 0. What? Banned in TCG, by the way. Wait, is this banned in Master Duel? Can I make a Master Duel short out of this? Alright, just a question, chat. Is this banned in Master Duel? Just a bit of a question. Does this happen to be released in Master Duel at any point in time? It's banned in Master Duel? Is it actually? God damn it. God damn it. My meme video's done now. Found another meme card I could have done. Yeah, am I going to try to meme with this in Duel Links? Probably not, because Duel Links is a dead game, and meme videos for that game will die real quick. But hey, cat with a mustache might love to see this. Someone that does meme content around Duel Links. What a funny ass card. 7,000 points. So you have to heal your opponent for a fuck ton, then take a fuck ton of damage. What a dumb meme. Just to get a draw, by the way. Just to draw. Why does this exist? Why does this card exist? It's so much easier to do a Master Duel. I mean, it would be easy if the card was, not banned. That makes it pretty hard to use in Master Duel, I'd say. Anyway, moving on. It's a very silly card. Obviously, zero relevance outside of being a massive meme, but I assume some people have fun with this, and you might see some cool YouTube highlights. Not for me, though, as I don't think meme content for Duel Links at the moment would do well at all. So, not for me. Alright, level limit A, area A. Change all face-up level 3 low monsters to attack position. Is there a point to this?
Card games on motorcycles!
I think we're going to pass on that one. Thank you for the sub, R. Sorrels. Thank you. And Hedin Becca? Thank you for that. Alright. Metalfoes combination.
Card games on motorcycles!
Once a turn, if a fusion monster is fusion summoned, you can target one Metalfoes monster in your graveyard with a lower level than the fusion monster, special summon it. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Metalfoes monster from your deck to your hand. Actually, it doesn't seem that bad of a card. It's continuous too. The fusion spells aren't quick plays though, right? I have no idea what Metalfoes does, by the way. Zero clue. Are Metalfoes quick play? Their fusion spells? Or do they fusion summon during their opponent's turn at any point? So that'll make this card very good then. If they don't fusion summons in the opponent's turn, it's infinitely worse. Still not a bad card though, I guess. Summer. There is quick play Metalfoes fusions. They have one quick play. Quick play steel fusion that I know for a monster rotation. Alright, maybe. It seems like it's with the Metalfoes monster. Okay. Because if you fusion summon during your opponent's turn, this trap card actually seems really good. We'll see. We'll see. This trap card seems pretty good to me. It's constantly recycling. If this was a one-time use, garbage, but it's continuous, so that's really good. You do it during your opponent's turn, pass back to your turn, do it again. It's 2 free special summons back to the board. It's pretty nuts. You get a lot of value out of this. Especially if it's searchable, and you can just run it as a one-of and search it when you want it. That'd make it so good. Yep, I like the card. With a deck that can fusion summon during your opponent's turn, this is just a good card. Very surprising for a normal. With 5 cards in, we've got a card that's useful. That's a good sign from Konami. You don't normally get that kind of good shit. Normally 5 cards in, we're still going through the really garbage burn cards. So that is a good sign for the box. When 5 cards in, we've already gotten a card that's like, oh, wait, we might actually use that. That's actually a pretty good card. It's pretty good. I assume you'll probably run this card if it's that easily searchable. Chat does say it seems like the entire deck searches this card. That makes it sound very searchable. At least a one of then, probably. At least. Alright. That's if we need it. The deck might be good enough without it. We'll see. Alright. Renewal of the World. When this card is activated, banish one ritual monster from your deck. You can send this card to the graveyard and activate one of these effects. Choose a monster from your hand or field, or shuffle one ritual monster from your graveyard into the deck whose level is equal to exceed the level of the monster banished. Then ritual summon that monster. What the fuck? Okay, add that monster back. Okay. Banish one ritual monster from your deck. The fact itself has to equal or exceed is a bit annoying. This doesn't let you ritual summon during your opponent's turn, right? That you can send this card to the graveyard can't be done during your opponent's turn, can it? It can't, right? Just checking. I don't think it can. Because like, it might be kind of useful for decks that want to do it during your opponent's turn. Or can you do it? It does let you do it during your opponent's turn? Because that makes it pretty good for decks that need, like, that... And just, for example, maybe Cyber Angel, they don't actually have a turn 1. It does? Okay. Because that means, like, a deck like Cyber Angel actually might have a turn 1. Although it's kind of... It's kind of sus in that it has to use the cards of the same level. Because it only lets you tribute 1 monster for the, Yes, you have to have a level 8 in hand as well. I guess it's not hard to get a level 8 in hand. And where's the search too? Isn't there a trap card that lets you summon a ritual monster? Probably. Exclusive hard once per turn. I mean, you don't need to summon once. You just keep story mode? Yes. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this card. It seems like some decks could actually really make use of something like this. Like decks that just don't have a turn 1, this could just give a turn 1. And at worst, it's just a search, right? It's literally just a search at worst. And at best, it's a pretty decent card. I don't know. Decaying during your opponent's turn does sound pretty good. Okay, how are we only 6 cards in? And I'm already at another card I'm considering might be worth using. I have no idea whether or not it's worth using or not. I'm completely lost. So some decks I don't think will be used. Like I see lots of people saying things like NEKROZ and stuff. Like you wouldn't need it in NEKROZ. They already have their own do stuff during your opponent's turn stuff. So you just ritual summon generally, like normally. You don't need this kind of shit. Don't have to worry about doing things at the same level too or anything like that. Like, I don't think Megalith need to either. Megalith already have the quick play do stuff during your opponent's turn, and then they need it. But it's purely for decks that struggle with having stuff to do during your opponent's turn. Stuff that just has no quick effects. Stuff like, yeah. I don't know. I like the look of it, but it's hard to say. I think it's not going to be that often used. It may have a chance of being seen playing something like Cyber Angel, maybe. I think it's just good for decks that might not have a turn 1, I think. That's all I can really see it for. The card's... It's not slow though, because you do it during your... There's nothing slow about the card, dude. There's nothing slow about it. You use it during your opponent's turn. It just doesn't give you a turn 1 play. Or it doesn't give you a going second play. It's not that slow of a card. It just fixes turn 1s. It's slow in that you can't do it like during your turn, but it's not... That wouldn't even matter too much though, because you just set it, pass the turn, and then just do it then anyway. If your opponent had stuff on board already. I don't know. Either way, I don't care much about it at the moment. I think we'll wait. Read the last part. Yeah, why does that matter? How does that make that slow? Once per turn doesn't mean it's slow. I don't know what you mean. You're just using it during your opponent's turn. Who cares? He'll get MST'd by a hero play? Yeah, true actually. Countered by MST. Feels bad, man. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, set your turn, activate your opponent's turn, resolve your turn. Yeah, just do it during your opponent's turn, it's fine. Anyway, moving on. Don't know what to say about it. Mystical Cards of Light. You cannot use one of your spell trap card zones. Okay. On top of this card as well, so it's 2 zones blocked. Okay. During your draw phase, if you control another Mystical Cards of Light, you can draw 2 cards instead of 1 during normal. Next. Mind Pollutant. Discard 1 monster to target 1 monster of that level your opponent controls. Take control of that target until the end phase. I mean, we're not using this for anything. It's not even a quick play. You have to have specifically... This would be really funny in mirror matches, though. Imagine this is like a side deck card. Just happen to get a mirror match? Alright. That dude's deck is the same level as the entirety of my deck. Guess I'm just going to start yoinking his stuff. We're not using that, though. Hell no, we're not using it. If it was a quick play, it might be kind of useful, but no. Yeah, poor man's Econ. Literally, just use enemy controller. Just use Econ. Just play enemy controller. The scuffed controller. Alright. Train Connection. Must be equipped to an Earth Machine type monster by banishing 2 level 10 or higher machine monsters from your graveyard. And cannot be equipped by other ways. The equipped monster attack becomes double its original, and if it attacks a defense machine monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. Other monsters you control cannot attack. Alright, how big is the attack on these boys? How big do the trains get? I haven't looked at them yet, and I don't really want to spoil by going up, but just it's something like this. Is it likely to get an OTK if we just get this off on 1 monster? Do we have like 8k attack potential? Are the trains up to like 4,000 attack? This is Duel Links, by the way. So is our biggest 3k? The biggest is 3k. It's not that likely to OTK, because 6k means 2k attack on your opponent would be needed. If it gets to 4k, then we're starting to talk. Then we're starting to talk actual OTKs with this thing. The Xyz is 4k? Because if you can get out the Xyz real easily, then it'll be easily, See, oh, it does have a... That's right, the Xyz monster does have a burn on it. 1,000 plus the 6,000, so they'd have to have a 3,000 monster to live, right? Like over 3k? It's actually a good chance this card will just kill you then, if it just hits into like any monster. Huh. Can the Xyz monsters attack after using their effect? The burn effects they've got? I assume they can attack after they use their burn effects, right? Yeah? Alright, yeah. Alright. There's a good chance this might see play then. It's kind of odd to use equip spells like this, but in a deck which is like almost guaranteed to OTK where you get it off, you'd probably want to use it, I'd imagine. If the trains are that easy to get out, and you just summon this monster that will like 90% of the time kill your opponent, you'll probably want to use it. Obviously it has all the downsides of, oh, you've got no turn 1 with this thing, there's nothing for you going first, all that kind of stuff, but for a card that just like guarantees a kill, I don't know, you might want to use it. There's a good chance. Like if trains have any like kind of 1 card, 2 card combos, then you can just include this in your deck anyway. You can even have room for a Mystic or something in your opening hand. Just open a 2 card combo, get out a big boy train, get 6k attack, 1k burn from its effect. They'd have to have a, like over 3k attack to survive that, right? So yeah. Good chance we might actually use this. If it gets us, if the monster's a 3k attack and you do 1k burn damage, that's might be enough just to want to include it. We'll see though, there's probably better... We are only going through the normals right now, so there's probably better cards than this, anyway. Like, you might not need this if you've got, like... I don't even know, the trains might just work with things like concentrating current anyway, which is a quick play, and you just use that instead. I don't know how much defense the trains have got, but concentrating current is a quick play, so it'd be better than this anyway. But yeah, that... Maybe we'll use it, maybe. It's very sus looking at just, like, pure OTK cards, I don't know. Very sus. Alright, Despot Base. A field spell for Despot. I didn't know they had one. Okay, all Despot monsters on the field gain 5 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can reveal any number of Despot cards in your hand, shuffle them into the deck, then draw the same number of cards. You can banish 9 Despot cards with different names from your field and or graveyard, except Despot Base. Shuffle all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. You can banish 9 what? Shuffle all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. You're never getting this off, right? 9 cards? We don't have grass is greener anymore, guys. This isn't happening. It's a funny ass card. That's not happening. Spoiler alert, the 4 missing Despots are in this box. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, bruh. It's not happening. You're not getting 9 cards off. It's just not happening. Another good meme card, I guess, but you're not doing this. It's not a free mulligan because you have to play this card in the first place, so that's -1. It's only free if it said +1. Draw, shuffle your cards into the deck +1, which it isn't, so. Neos Fusion, yeah, use Neos Fusion 9 times and we're good to go. It's not happening. Tunnel? Despot Tunnel? Is that a card we've already got in the game? Is that a card coming up that I don't know about? Tunnel? Can I not spell? What's it say tunnel? Nope, don't know what chat's talking about. Never mind. Yeah, I think it's just a meme. He doesn't know. But maybe there's a card coming up we'll talk about, alright? When there's another progression series memes, I do not. I don't watch the progression series. Alright, moving on. Psychic Sword. Equip only to a Psychic type monster. While your life points is lower than your opponent's, the equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference. Max of 2,000. Yeah, I don't care. Moving on. Synchro Control. Activate only if you can have no Synchro monsters on your side of the field or in the graveyard. Pay 1,000 life points and select one face-up Synchro monster your opponent controls. Take control. Don't care. Next. Oh, now we're into the big boy cards. This is where we want to be. Okay. Zooming in, boys. We need to get some closer action of this. Hang on. We need some... Can we get closer than that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Zarigun. A lethal crawfish with extremely dangerous claws. Oh my god. Dude, it's so big. Dude, it doesn't even fit on the card art. It's so big. It extends out of the frame. It's so big. God damn. This thing looks nasty. Aqua. Oh my god. It's summonable via Deep Sea Diva, isn't it? I'm feeling the sweat already, boys. I'm feeling the sweat. Totally awesome support. Oh my god. It's Unfiendish chainable. Oh my god. It's a game breaker. What the fuck? Big changer moment. 600 attack? Bruh. That's so much. Elephant power draw. Unexpected die. I know, Deep Sea Diva summons it. It's pretty insane. I don't know how Duel Links will recover with such a release. Man. Does look kind of tasty though, not gonna lie. Alright, moving on, next. Wait, you're not a normal... What? Why are the normal monsters in a different spot? Hello? Why would you do that to me? Why is just a random normal monster out of order? Okay, well... I guess we'll return back to the normal monsters later. They're in a different fucking spot. Why have you done that? DLM, fix your shit. Oh my god, this card... I know this card too. I love how the card art is stretched as shit. He's so tubby looking. Look at him. He looks so cute. Alright, so I actually owned this card IRL. This card's pretty damn good, by the way. So you play this in Metaphys, even though it's a pendulum monster, you don't use any penduluming stuff. It's not actually, it's just used as like its pendulum effect. So you don't use it for like, yeah, we don't care about having, it's not, Metaphys isn't becoming a pendulum deck, it just happens to be a pendulum card. When your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters that is banished or in your graveyard, banish this card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position. Or, monster effect. When your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters that is banished or in your graveyard, banish this card, and if you do, special summon the monster in attack position. During the standby phase of your next turn, if this card was banished, you can special summon this banished card. So this card is actually pretty damn useful, because I owned it IRL, and I remember using it all the time. Yeah, just summons back all your fucking Metaphys cards. It's pretty damn useful. Continuous spell with legs, exactly. Exactly what it is. Yeah, it's a very good, it's a very useful card. I don't particularly think it will help Metaphys too much, because I was trying to like think ages ago whether or not they could just release this card, like when Pendulum were released in the game. And I don't think it will help Metaphys too much. It does kind of help speed up Metaphys a little bit. But it specifically requires like your monsters to be targeted for attacks and stuff, which is like not that great. Your opponent will just remove your board before you get to use these kinds of effects. So it probably won't really do a whole lot. It's just it's good for a normal card. It probably won't do a whole lot. It's not like it, yeah. It does still require your monsters to be targeted for attacks to like use it. But it's like a one-off considering it has like a recycle effect. Maybe? Dragonite, it sure does. Yeah, it's not going to be that useful for Metaphys, this card. It's really not going to do a whole lot. Sadly. Alright, moving on. Alright, what is this? Oh god, it looks so gross. Rafflesia Seduction. Oh. Take control of one of your opponent's face and monster. Take control of one face and monster on your opponent's side of the field until the end of this turn. Don't we already have a card like this? This is the exact same effect, word for word? Wait, don't we literally have a card, word for word, that does this effect? Am I going mad? Does it not say Seduction? It does say Seduction, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have a card that has word for word says this. It's the exact effect. It's just a clone. They reprinted the same card with different stats. It's even a flip effect, right? I forgot the name of it. We do have a card that does this. I swear. Damn, I'm bricked up. Stop getting bricked up, Chad, right? Stop that. Settle down. Flashlight. I said I cannot be asked. Bite shoes? That sounds like it. No, that's not it. Not bite shoes. I swear we have this card already. I swear we do. Go take control. I swear we have this card. Not this card, but a card is the exact same thing. I don't know what the name of it was or what card it was. It wasn't one of the Charmers either. Is it this one? This looks like it. Flip, take control of one monster on your opponent's side of the field until the end of this turn. That this card's effect... Yeah, it's this one. It's literally this card. It's quite literally this card. It does the exact same thing, other than it can't attack your opponent's life points directly. So it's literally worse than this card. It's literally the exact same effect, but worse. Huh? Why? Like, why use the other one? Why release it? It's already here. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going insane. Like, that's right there. Alright. So we're not using this seduction card. Mysterious Guard. Flip. Target one monster on the field, and if you can control a face-up warrior monster, you can target one additional face-up monster in the field. Return the first target to the top of the deck, then return the additional target if it needs a hand. And if you still control a face-up warrior monster. Oh, if you still control one, okay. As a flip effect? I don't think we're playing a... I mean, Subterra card? Isn't Subterra monster isn't the main one a warrior? This dude, isn't he a warrior? Oh my god, new Subterra support? This man's a warrior wherever he went. I've lost him. Hello? Where'd he go? There he is. See, he's a warrior? Okay. Technically, Subterra support, I guess. I don't think we're using it. I don't think we're using it. Yeah, no, I don't think we're using this. Potential Subterra support, but I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, moving on. Drak Brachis. When another face-up Drak monster is on the field, this card cannot be destroyed by the... Moving on. Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master. If this defense position card battled an opponent's monster, at the end of the damage step, place that monster on top of the deck. Wow. It says pray your opponent swings into this face-down card, huh? Moving on. Puppet Plants. You can discard this card to the graveyard, then target one warrior or spellcaster monster your opponent controls. Take control of that until the end phase. I mean, no. It's so specific. No, good. A good side deck card, but this isn't a side deck format, so we don't rely on our opponent to be specifically playing warriors or spellcasters. Maybe it'll become a tier 0 format at some point where every one of your opponents will be playing a warrior monster, and then you can use it. But until then, I think we can skip out on this one. DM counter. Finally, have a counter to those pesky dark magicians. Oh god, thank god. It's not a bad card though, but it's 100% a side deck card. You wouldn't use this on ladder because you don't know what your opponent's playing half the time. So, but if we knew what our opponent was playing, or it was like a tier 0 format where 60% of your duels are against the same deck, maybe you can run this card and just keep yoinking whichever top tier meta deck is at the time. But I don't think the ladder's ever going to become like that for a long while, so I think we're good not using this. Alright. Can't even see this because chat's blocking it. Move it up here. Can we see that? Barely. Whatever. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field, roll a 6-sided die, and that monster's level becomes the same as the result. Oh my god. Oh, it has flavor text! Hello, hello. Brain of tallow. Guts are gone, noggins hollow. Oh my god, the first one's Tolo. Is that the first one really pronounced Tolo? Whatever. Seeking sweets and marshing mellows. Watch your back, your candy sack. Bit sus. I mean, pretty good poetry, you know? Yeah. That's some pretty good poetry. I think that's the best poetry we've seen in the in-game yet. Not bad. You know, tier 0 for poetry. As for effect, pretty low tier. That sounded sexual. Yeah, I don't like how this card's talking about my candy sack. I don't like how his I don't like his tone. You know. Could you please drag chat to the bottom left corner? I could. And that'd probably be a good idea, but I think it literally only affects. Wait, what? Why was it? Why would it? When I scroll down a bit, does it put it there? But when I scroll up, it puts it in a good spot. What is this dumb website? Why does it just always point it towards the center? Whatever. Never mind. Alright. Battle Storm. This card gains 100 attack for each winged beast type monster you control. Once per turn, you can target one spell trap card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. You must control 3 more winged beast monsters to activate and resolve. Oh. Oh god. Ugh. Ugh, that's gross. Ugh. Ugh. Now moving on. That one's that's a bit of a cringer, that one. Alright, Spiritual Whisper. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed in battle. When this card is pendulum summoned, oh, I'm already got bored. Oh, unlucky. Alright, zooming in. Alright. Back onto the important cards now. Alright, we've got Duel Monster Bear. Oh my god. This thing looks threatening, man. This is threatening. Even if we get so roughed up we nearly break, it's okay. Grandpa Demeto will fix us right up. Oh my god. He's Grandpa Demeto. Who is that? It's a card? We just don't have it? Well, you mean they're gonna add the toy without the toy's fucking creator? That's kind of fucked up. It is pretty adorable though. It's kind of missing arms. That's a bit sus. Wow, they didn't add to meta, but they gave us the 0 attack, 0 defense Duel monster. And the creator of skill. Why don't they just add the creator as his own character? What is this thing? It has no attack and no defense. Currently does literally nothing. I assume there must be a card that does something with this. Even if it's a meme. It can't just be Demeto and they just didn't add him, right? They wouldn't just give us a 0 attack, 0 defense level 4 for 0 purpose. They wouldn't do that. I mean, it is adorable. Maybe, I guess if you're a fan of just collecting cards because they're cute, I guess tier 0 for cuteness. We're good there. There are cards that can special, and alright. Oh my god, it's another one. Alright. Duel Monster Miss. Is that just pronounced A? Is it just Madchen? So is that Madchen? I don't know what the little dots do to the A. I don't know. Madchen? Madchen? Either way. Welcome to our home. Cologne, Grandpa Demeto, and lots of other dolls live here. Cologne? Like the perfume type stuff? Just cologne? Oh, maid? Mad? It's A? Maid Chen? Oh, because it looks like a maid? Just a weird way of saying maid. Cologne is also a card. Oh, I thought they were just saying, dude, Grandpa Demeto uses some cologne. It's like, I don't... Then cool, alright, off you go then. Smells pretty fresh, I guess, in that household. Like what? Like what? Good to know it's a, it's an actual card and they're not just flexing out that Grandpa Demeto wears cologne. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of that. Moving on to Twisted Fate. Alright. Alright, where's Twisted Fate at? Here he is. And again, website. Why would you point it so that it sometimes points to there where it's annoying, but when I scroll down a bit, it puts it in a spot that's easier to see? Why would you do that? I don't know. This website is cracked. Oh my god, I actually can't move it now. Whatever. Chat will just have to live. I don't care enough. Once per turn, you can toss a coin 3 times and apply the appropriate effects. Holy shit, it actually is Twisted Fate. You got gold card, blue card, and red card. Nice. 3 heads. Destroy monsters your opponent controls. 2 heads. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. 1 head. Destroy 1 card you control. 3 tails. Discard your entire hand. Oh. So we're not using this. I mean, there's already cards in game that do very similar effects to this. Especially like the 3 coin toss board wipe thing. I'm pretty sure we have a card that does exactly that effect. So obviously it's used with those skills that we have in game for the coin toss stuff. But yeah, we already have a card that does, I'm pretty sure, this exact same effect for the toss 3, destroy the board kind of shit. Infinity support. Yeah, I don't think so, chat. I think that's a no on that one. I will use it. Good for you, dude. Yeah, Master of Destiny kind of stuff. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're good on that one. Alright. Metalfoes Adamante. 1 Metalfoes monster plus 1 monster with 2500 or less attack. Brilliant sewer poly target. Too bad we don't have sewer poly outside of a skill. Yeah. I assume there might be other uses for this. I don't know what the Metaphys archetype does, but I do see this as a great sewer poly target if we had sewer poly in the game outside of a skill. Not much else to say about it until I see what the other cards do, because maybe there's a reason we use like normal generic cards like this for some reason. Alright. Despot 007. Pendulum effects. You cannot pendulum summon monsters except Despot monsters. This effect cannot be negated. Okay. This card gains 500 attack for each Despot card in your graveyard. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target face-up Despot monsters for attacks except this one. If this card attacks a dimension monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So not all that great. 500 attack for each Despot doesn't actually equate to a whole lot, especially when you can just have a Despot that just gains attack by sending that fat one to the grave. Haven't played Despots in a long ass time, but this one doesn't seem all that great. Doesn't seem like it will change a whole lot with Despots anyway, outside of giving you a pendulum scale, which I don't think that matters too much either. Yeah, machine dupe target, but that's like goes for all the stuff anyway, all the Despot cards. I'm pretty sure we only have machine dupe at 1 anyway. Yeah, I don't think we care too much about this. I don't think it changes much. Despot's going to need more than this guy. Alright. Despot 008. Okay. This card gains 500 attack for each Despot card in your graveyard. Your opponent cannot target. Okay. This card may come to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. I mean, it might be a good little OTK card to add to the Despot archetype, but again, I don't think it does a whole lot. Like, we need some. This deck actually needs something else other than this. The deck doesn't need like another additional boss monster, right? We already have plenty of like big boys in that deck. You have the big fat one already in the deck. It was the exact same kind of shit. Mooba, fuck's sake. Yeah, it's just not getting. It's not getting that big. These 2 cards in this field spell is not going to be enough. If you want to add some stuff to play, if you want to have an excuse to play Despots, I guess now you have an excuse to, just because you get some new cards, but I don't think it'll help you all that much. I highly doubt it. Even just having pendulum scales, I really don't think will affect how the deck plays at all. It will change nothing. Alright. 1 Metalfoes monster plus 2 monsters with 3000 or less attack. Yeah. Again, I guess it might be a really good super play target maybe, but I don't know what the use of this is yet. I have to wait and see until the actual rest of the cards. To me, it just looks like a generic monster. If I was rating this by itself, it looks like utter garbage, but I assume there's a reason why it has no effect and it has weird requirements. So I think I'd have to wait and see what the other Metalfoes cards do first, before we go through that stuff. Alright, finally onto the rares. Not gonna lie, that was some pretty impressive normals. Normally the normals go through a lot quicker and there isn't anything to really talk about. But there's actually some cards in here that were kind of like interesting. This card was kind of interesting. We had this card which was kind of interesting. This card that's probably like, might even be played. Yeah, some actual interesting cards in here. Good stuff. Alright, onto the rares. Yeah, decent normal rarity pool. We don't normally get that, so it's a good sign for the box. Decent normal rarity pool. Alright, Mind Over Matter. When a monster will be normal or special summoned or a spell trap card is activated, tribute one psychic monster, negate the summon or activation if you do destroy that card. Oh, so it's like one of the solemns, but you have to tribute a psychic to use it. I mean, a solemn's a really good card, but it does require a tribute. It's basically an Omni Negate. Winder Psychic, Tribute Winder. Yeah, Budget Judgment. Could get used in a Psychic deck, I guess, if you're desperate. It's certainly good enough for free-to-play backrow. Or if there's some kind of cool, like someone said, Winder's a good example. Just some good, like, Psychic deck that you want in the graveyard already. Yeah, what tribute targets exist? That's the question. Metalfoes are all psychic? But the Metaphys want to be in the graveyard? Since the Metalfoes all want to be in the graveyard, maybe it's usable. Because we all know Judgment's a usable card, so... Gusto support, I guess. Maybe. If the Metalfoes stuff likes to be in the graveyard, that might be really good. Especially if it was searchable. If it was searchable, it would be an insane card. They're all pendulums, so none of them want to be in the grave. Well, that's not good. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, does the tribute just send it to the extra deck then? Is that how it works? I don't play pendulum. It goes to the extra? Yeah, right. Let's see. So it puts it in the extra. Righto. Now if I just iffy about the graveyard, they end up there by a fusion anyway. I don't know. So the card seems pretty good, but it's like... One, we'd have to have a good Psychic deck in the game, so... This isn't going to bring any current Psychic decks out of the... bring them out to the light, so it has to be one we've already got in the game, and it has to be one that is... Oh, one that's coming out, and it has to be one that likes to have its stuff tributed, so... There's some very specific requirements. But if is there a deck that happens to fit that, like maybe somehow Metalfoes does fit that, I guess we'll use the card, because like I said, Solemn is a pretty good card, so... Just having a Solemn for the art type, or for any Psychic deck, might be worth running. I don't know. We'll see. The tribute is kind of a big downside though, but maybe some decks like having stuff in the grave. We'll see. Doesn't seem like it's a good card either way. It's not terrible. Especially good if you're like a free-to-play player that wants some free-to-play back row. Off you go. Alright, Metalfoes Counter. Trap card. If a card you control is destroyed battle or card effect, special summon a Metalfoes monster from your deck. During either player's turn, except the turn this comes into the graveyard, you banish this card from your graveyard, add one face-up Metalfoes Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. Battle or card effect? I mean, there is a lot of destruction in this game. There's also a lot of non-destruction. This card's probably pretty dead. I assume it's searchable because there's Metalfoes in the name, so maybe at 1 you'd use it. Seems pretty dead though. He's pretty dead. Yeah, searchable might make it a one-of, but outside of that, it looks pretty dead. Certainly wouldn't want to run more of one of this, I don't think. But as a searchable card, maybe. It'll make sense later. Is there like a special summon Metalfoes from deck that has like some insane effect or something? Will Metalfoes destroy their own cards so you can always trigger it? That makes it a bit better then. You just add the card back. So you just get a monster out, you self-nuke it, special summon something out, add the card you self-nuked back to hand. So it's not even, you don't even go minus using the card. I don't know, I have to see which targets with special summoning from decks. That doesn't sound that bad. If it literally doesn't even go, it doesn't even go minus, right? You destroy your card, it goes to the extra deck, then during the next turn you can banish it, add that card back to hand anyway. And this card already special summons something from deck, so it's not even a minus. So if you self-nuke it, makes it a lot better. Have a Metaphys card to search? Alright. Might be a bit better than I think then. We'll see, we'll see. Thank you for the subs, happy to you and Stefan, appreciate it. I don't know. Interesting card. Maybe again we'll wait to see the rest of the Metalfoes art type for that one. It does seem like an okay card now, we've got a bit more context around it. Alright, Psychic Tuning. Select one Psychic type monster in your graveyard and special summon it in attack position. It is treated as a tuner monster. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is removed from the field, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the graveyard, take damage equal to that monster times 400. Okay. Do we need a something that okay, so I don't think we care about cards like specifically that it turns it into a tuner, because like decks that rely on a trap card for making your tuners does not sound very good to me. You generally just want to run tuners anyway. Otherwise you're gonna have like no turn one players just praying your opponent destroys your monsters so you can use this trap card. That sounds awful. But just using it as a card that brings stuff back might be alright.
Happy 60k. Silver play button.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope I get that by the end of the year. That's the goal. So I've got, what, 8 more months? 7 more months? Then we are getting pretty close, so appreciate the donate, buddy. Thank you. Alright, yeah. So this card obviously isn't a bad card because you can just compare it to, even without having the tuner effect applied, you can just compare it to like, I forgot what the Wyvern card is. We've already... Wyvern? There's already a trap card that does like a similar thing. I don't know how to fucking... I give up. You know what I'm talking about, right, chat? We have a trap card that brings stuff back. We have like Powerful Rebirth, all those kinds of cards. And those cards actually get quite a bit of play in dueling, so... Cards that bring stuff back might be alright. But we already have them anyway, so I don't think this adds anything new. And I don't think we care about the tuner effect. I really don't. Yeah, Oasis of Dragon, yeah. So it's similar to that, similar to Powerful Rebirth, and those cards get a lot of play anyway in Duel Links, so a card like this might see play in this game, but I don't think it's going to add anything new, and I don't think we'll care about the tuner part of it. I doubt it, at least. Maybe we will. Maybe the tuner part will be a nice reason to use this over something. Who knows? Yeah, could see play just for the reason that it's in a Psychic deck, just because it's the same as the other ones. They may be. Yeah, it just depends on like how the Psychic decks are built. Like if you need like a Powerful Rebirth type card. Alright. Yeah. Metamorphomation. All Metaphys monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense, while Metaphys card is in your pendulum zone. Metaphys you control except effect monsters are unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Oh. Ooh. Huh. Unaffected by your opponent's card effects, huh? Huh. It's a 3,300 attack. 2,700. No, 2,800, sorry, holy shit, that's terrible math. Unaffected, huh? Trash? Depends on how easy these vanillas are to summon, right? Like, if your main purpose in Metalfoes is to summon vanillas, then this card is really good. If the deck doesn't want to summon vanillas, this card's really bad. But if you want to summon specifically vanillas, the card seems really good. Does the deck is Metalfoes aimed to summon vanillas often? Is that their main purpose? Apparently it's not searchable too, chat. That's what says. Doesn't sound good. Having your monsters unaffected? Unaffected is a pretty good effect to have. It just I don't know if this is what the deck does. You don't play it because you always try to end on. Okay, that answers my question. So I assume this deck actually doesn't use the normals that often. Yeah, it's not their main. It's not their main condition. Okay. All right, never mind then. So probably not going to use it because one, not searchable, and two, you don't actually care that much about normal monsters in the deck. All right. You right there, dog? Alright, Metalfoes Fusion. Fusion summon one Metalfoes Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If this card's in your graveyard, you can shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. You can use each effect once per turn. Okay. Gives you a card draw as well. That's actually pretty good. Summon a monster and it doesn't even go -1 with the fusion spell. Not bad, not bad. Lightsworn support, I guess. That's some pretty desperate Lightsworn support at that point, though. You're getting pretty desperate on that one. Oh my god. Stop trying to abuse this in other decks already, chat. Come on. Focus on the main deck at hand here. Focus on the Metalfoes stuff, alright? Focus on the Metalfoes stuff. It's a generic fusion spell like polymerization or anything else for Metalfoes, except you can draw a card, which is pretty nice. The card draw is pretty nice. It's not a +1 though, it negates itself out. You're still using the resource and shit with the fusions, it's just itself. Yeah. Alright. I quite like the card, it's pretty good. If we need a polymerization for the archetype, then 100% go ahead, there you go. Gives you a polymerization with a card draw. Cool. Hope they don't cosmic. No, I hope they cosmic this card. If you're wasting your cosmic on this instead of back row, be my guest! I'll lose a card draw if you're not getting with my fucking back row. Go right ahead. It's like a waste of a cosmic to me. Go right ahead. Just discard on me to get the draw anyway. Yeah, I get that. That's why everyone's saying Lightsworn support. Plus, Metalfoes in the name, so it's searchable as well. Yeah, good card, good card. Alright. Pendulum Rising. Send one monster you control to the graveyard, special summon from your deck one pendulum monster with the same level as the original level, but destroy it during the end phase. It seems pretty cheesy to abuse out something big. Seems really cheesy. Not sure what you can cheese out of this, but it's like something, right? Free Jinzo. I just want to pendulum monster from the deck, right? DD works with it? Could do. Destroyed it. I think the destroy during the end phase matters too much, because it's the fact that it's not negating the effect at all. So if you summon out something that's like some insane pendulum monster with an insane effect that just whatever, that's gonna be pretty good. So I'm thinking like there's plenty of monsters in the game that you can summon that are like level 10 but like have 0 attack stats when you summon them, or they're negated on summon, and you could just use this and swap it out for a big a monster that's not negated. I can see like D&D is a good example. There's plenty of cards that might be good for that. It does seem pretty niche though. It's definitely more of a niche thing. There's probably some cheese combo you can make with this, I imagine, but it doesn't seem all that needed. It had to be a pretty specific deck to want to use it. And it'd generally be used for, like I said, cheating out things. Like the card that I think of the most, like when you guys are saying D&Ds, there's like that. There's the dude that you always summon that has like 0 attack stats, right? Where is he? This dude always gets summoned. This dude's always getting summoned. You summon it with like the little tuner guy. You summon it with this guy can special summon from hand, is it? I don't know. There's plenty of cards in here that you get it out with. You just have this dude on board with 0 attack stats. You can just swap it out for another level 7 from deck, which might be more useful. Maybe help for an OTK because you actually have attack stats on it then. You know? So maybe. I don't think so. It seems too niche though. It seems very niche. But yeah, there might be something you can do with it. Alright, special schedule. Target one machine monster in your graveyard with 3,000 or more attack. Special summon that target in defense position. If this set card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one level 10 machine monster in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand. Summon in defense position. So I assume you'd summon your train, you do your whole train combo thing, and you can use your burn effect for 1,000, and you can bring back the train. There's no way this deck can make 2 level 10s in 1 turn, right? Not in Duel Links, right? There's no shot. And this level 10 has another special summon effect on top. You can revive Ace as well. True. It has 3,000 more attack. The actual basic train stuff doesn't have 3,000 more attack. Only the Xyz monsters do, right? So is it barely an inconvenience? Don't know, it makes 2 level 10s easy. Sheesh. Night Express Night? Is that one of the monsters? Fuck. Let's checking a lit. Checking. It does have a level 10. So you can bring back material with this card. That sounds pretty good. You mean 2 level 10s in 1 turn? This deck seems hella OTK focused though. Holy shit. We nuking. Maybe. This card doesn't seem bad, but I'm just trying to think of like whether or not the deck would need it or not. I have to wait to go to the other cards to see whether or not you'd want something like this. It doesn't seem bad, especially considering like one of the materials is got 3k attack already, so it brings back one of the materials you'd attach, potentially going to another rank 10 maybe. It depends on if we need it or not. We are still only in the rares, so we probably don't need this. So we'll see. It's not really needed. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure it won't be needed. But we could probably still use it. We'll see. I don't think it's that. I don't know. I'm a bit sus on that one. We'll see. So if we only have one real good target, and that's like the one detached material thing, and we say that's the only material, and it's like, if that material isn't searchable or something, it's like no specific combo with this card, it seems like a dead card a lot of the time. So I definitely don't want to just bring back rank 10s, right? Like I don't want like to bring back my Xyz monsters. If I'm playing an OTK deck especially, I want to be killing my opponent, not relying on trying to revive my monsters after they get nuked or something. And it doesn't seem like we might need it. We'll see. There's two that have both the 3k? Is there? I see one. What's the other one? This only has 2800. I only sees one. Okay, we'll see. Moving on. Alright. Turning of the world. Holy shit, had a stroke there. This card is used to ritual summon Ruin, Queen of Oblivion, or Demise, King of Armageddon from your hand or deck. It's a quick effect? Wait, from your hand or your deck? You must also tribute ritual monsters from your hand whose total levels... Huh? Isn't he the board nuker? Huh? Wait, he's not Demise King, is he? Wait, can you really just summon that from deck? Really? You can just summon a Black Rose from deck? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that card got... this card got a bit better. You can't make on your opponent's turn? You got to activate it by manually clicking on it, do you? Oh, you can manually click. It's not a quick... Oh, yeah, you're right. I thought it was when you summon it. Oh. Never mind. It's not a non-summon effect. Never mind, you're right. Oh, never mind. I fell asleep then. I was excited for a sec, then we realised. Nothing to be excited about. Feels bad, man. What's the other one? What's the card coming up? Oh, we got excited there for a second, chat. We got excited there for a second. It was bad, man. Alright, we'll see what this other card coming up is. We'll see later. We'll check it out later. We'll see in a bit. Alright, it's coming. We'll get back to you on that one. Alright. Number 27, Dreadnoid. Okay, 2+ level 4 monsters. Damn, this is some sick card art. At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can spell a summon from your extra deck one rank 10 or higher machine Xyz monster by using this face-up card you control as material. Oh shit. Okay, transfers materials monster. Okay, you can only use this fate once per turn. If this face-up card on the field will be destroyed by battle card effects, you can attach material from this card instead. It's only got 2200 attack. I think the funny thing is you could use this in a deck that's not even a because it's generic. You could literally just run this in any deck. Like you just have a rank 4 spam deck. You could just use this. Babies versus Zeus. True. We don't have any good targets for it. I assume there's a level 10 in here. Alright, come on. Settle down. It's probably something. The main phase 2 kind of kills it, I guess. I just find it funny they could use this in a rank 4 spam deck. Because I think the main train deck probably won't use this that much, if at all. Isn't the whole point of you running things that aren't level 4? Isn't that the whole point of it? You're running a bunch of level 10s. So you just won't use this. But if you happen to be playing a rank 4 spam deck, and you just want to have some trains in there, sure, off you go, I guess. Like, cool. I think that's what it's going to be used for. It's not going to be used in the main spam deck, though, because the main spam deck just runs level 10s. You don't run level 4s, right? Oh yeah, it's a water monster. Is the other trains water? No, they're not. Feels bad, man. The other train isn't water. Can't run that combo. I mean, it's only a rare. I mean, it doesn't really do a whole lot in Duel Links. It's only got 2200 attack. So your opponent has to have a monster with less than 2200 attack for this thing to beat over. So at that point, you're probably already winning anyway. Already in a winning position. Then you can summon a big train on top, which won't be able to use its effect, because that's a main effect that it's got. Main phase effect. So... Oh, it does have force in the deck? Alright. Alright, moving on. Psychic Jumper. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points to target one face of monster your opponent controls and one psychic monster you control, except itself. Switch control both those targets, and if you do, the power positions cannot be changed this turn. Yeah, we don't really care much about this. It's kind of cool because it's a tuner monster, and if it could swap itself, it'd be really good, but it can't swap itself, so... Don't think we care too much. If you just happen to need a level 2 tuner though, and you just want to run this for the fact that it's... Maybe you have a card that just summon this from deck or something, and then as you normally use it for synchro spamming. But you have the option of yoinking something, you know, that's kind of alright. But I don't think we need this. I don't think so. The editing main phase 2 effects at the end of the battle phase. Cool. That's not relevant for what we're talking about though, right? Because we're talking about the other monster coming out that's like has a point. So you'd summon this, you'd summon NEKROZ monster on top, and then you can't use this one's effect because it has to be used during main phase 2. That's the part that matters. Not the give this thing a thing on top of it. That doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on. I don't think they're gonna add Zeus. I don't think so. It'd be kind of cool if they did though. I'd be down for it. Metalfoes Silvered. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it. And if you do, set one Metalfoes spell and trap card directly from your deck. Pretty good, okay. And the other thing is a sizzling soldier on a silver sublight speed jet. Can't track her, can't see her, can't escape that light speed laser. Actually not some bad, that's some pretty good flavor text actually. Okay, so this is a 1 scale, sorry. That's a pretty good scale number actually, that can search any spell and trap card directly from your deck. So any of the fusion stuff we've seen already. I'm not sure what, can't remember what Metaphys stuff. There was this trap card it can search for. We can search for the fusion spell we've seen. Can't search for the field spell though. Okay. Not bad. That is a very good scale number being 1. Very good scale number. Alright. Big fan. I'm not sure where we're going with this, but okay. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. It seems like a good card. It's a searcher that's got a great scale number, so it seems pretty good. Alright, Despot 005. Okay, scale 10 again. If this card is normal special summon, you can target one spell and trap card on the field, destroy it. Not a bad effect, I guess. This card gains fire attack for each desert monster in your extra deck. If this card is in your pendulum zone, it's destroyed. You can target one desktop monster in your graveyard to special summon. I'm not gonna lie, I just have no faith in these despot cards ever being relevant. I have zero faith in it. Backrow was alright, I guess. You do special summon in a despot, so I guess you could special summon this, do a proper back row, I guess. That's alright, I guess is an effect. The 500 attack for each despot in the extra deck though seems rubbish. How dare you? Yeah, that's a fair claim. Yeah, the attack buff seems rubbish on this one. But something this out with like whatever it is, machine duplication or whatever. Seems pretty good, I guess. Summon this boy out, pop a back row. That's a pretty good little combo, I guess. Fun fact, the level of each Metalfoes represents the number of wheels that monster has in the artwork. Does anything even have wheels? That looks like, what is that? It's like feet. I zoom in. I only see one wheel, and things that look like feet. Huh? Just activate skill drain. Alright, I don't have a whole lot of faith in this. I'm still looking for that one despot card that's like, oh, that looks like interesting. That might bring the deck back. And I read this and I'm like, yeah, still doing it. Like, I think machine duplication's only at 1, right? If we had this at 3, maybe I'd be more excited for despots, but yeah, it's only at 1, so. Despot 006 being blocked by the stupid thingo. There we go. Okay, if this card's normal special summon, you target one from the field, change its battle position. I guess that's useful because it kind of combos with the piercing damage one, I guess. This card gains 1 attack for each monster in your extra deck. If this card's been destroyed, you can target it in your graveyard, add the target to your hand. Yeah, nah. I think I'm gonna say I'm hard passing on these despot cards. They do not seem like they're really gonna, yeah, can search any of these, but it just doesn't matter. You're searching cards that do nothing. These cards are kind of like, you're on MST, I guess. This is good because you make scales out of it and you pendulum summon, and I don't know what this deck does. It doesn't seem that it would do a whole lot to me. Hopefully I'm wrong and we get a despot tier 0 meta, but from my like first glances at this stuff, it doesn't seem like they're changing a whole lot. At least they've got like 2 lots of scale 1s and 2 lots of scale 10s though, so you can easily make pendulum scales out of them. Should be really easy to get the scales out if you want to do a pendulum version of the deck. Let us proceed in the direction of the next card. Yep, good call. Alright, Mutant Mindmaster. When this card declares an attack, you can take control of one face-up attack monster your opponent controls and attack with it instead of this monster. It cannot attack your opponent directly. Return it to your opponent at the end of the battle phase. What? This card's such a high level though. What? You're not using this. Moving on. That's a very silly card though. Alright, Metalfoes Volflame. Once per turn, you can target one of the face-up cards you control, destroy it, and if you do, set one Metalfoes spell and trap card directly from your deck. Is that exactly what the one said? Yeah, it did. And this is a scale 8. So I assume scale 8 must be... Is scale 8 good for Metalfoes chat? Do we like scale 8s? Is scale 8 good? Seems like a good number to me. Scale 8 good, boys? Yes? It's got a scale 1 and a scale 8. Seems pretty good, both with search effects on them. Alright, very similar to this card rating then. Another great card. We'll see how it goes, but it seems pretty good. Free search and fat scale seems pretty good. Roasting red rockets boost its blazing bright blast burners to liquefied lava levels. Vanquisher of the Vanisher. Damn, actually they're leveling up their flavor text game. Good name. Alright, not bad. That's the stop hitting yourself. Yep, true. Alright. Metalfoes Orichalc? The Orichalcos? Oh my god. It's the Orichalcos. 2 Metalfoes monsters. If a Metalfoes monster you control attacks the defense position monster, inflict double piercing damage. Double piercing what? Double? That's kind of fun. Inflict double piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one card in the field, destroy it. Oh, it's just sent. So you can use this. If you use this fusion material. If you just use this as fusion material, you just get a pop off of that. 2 Metalfoes monsters. Yeah, double piercing. Okay. So any 800 defense means OTK. This is a lot of damage. Just double piercing. It's even more than that, right? That's 40. Yeah, it's gonna be more than that, right? This pierced you like what, 1600 or something? Equipped with something attack game. Does have to have something in defense though. And it's like the fact that if it's sent to the graveyard, it gets removal on it. That sounds pretty good. It's the very worst if like you just summon this card turn 1, nothing else. At least if your opponent doesn't have like a banish or send to hand or return to deck kind of effect, they lose a card trying to remove this, which is pretty good. Yeah, Econ triggers it too. Yeah, concentrating current's insane on this. Fusion archetype that happens to be a fire deck, so that's like a good job. Shut the fuck up. Get this Invoker stuff out of here. Yeah, that's what I thought it was 1600. But yeah, if you've got 1600 defense, then you just nuke them. You can kill them. Anything with 1600 defense or less. Not a bad card, especially for... By the way, we're still only in the rares, chat. We're not even in the SRs yet. We're still only in the rares. This box is looking like it might be a pretty spicy one. Alright, moving on. Ruin Supreme Queen of Oblivion. You can ritual summon this card with Cycle of the World. This card name becomes Ruin... Is this Cycle of the World? Oh, I can summon it though, okay. This card is Ruin Queen of Oblivion, once out of the field. While this ritual summon a card is on the field, ritual monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If all monsters used to ritual summon this card were ritual monsters, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, so try not to sneeze. You can inflict battle damage to your opponent equal to that destroyed monster's original attack. Alright, there we go over that sneeze. Alright, so ritual monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you could use this. I guess you'd use this like a part of a Cyber Angel package, like whatever, Editon or something. Have like a 3900 attack indestructible monster. That's a bit better. The thing is, cards like this isn't that great because we have a skill that just gives you a card that says your ritual monsters can't be destroyed anyway. Obviously, that card can get cosmic and stuff, but in the same light, this card can get like hit by a Canadia and it's ruined. You know, Book of Moon and it's ruined. So in the same way, your opponent might have a the out to your ritual cage. Your opponent might just have an out in terms of like a Book of Moon for this card as well. So I don't see this as like too strong of a monster, really. Especially like I said, we literally have a spell that just starts on board that gives the same effect this card does, right? You literally can just use Ritual Cage and just the exact same thing. It's not a bad card though. Fat defense. And summon it during your opponent's turn with this. Pretty hard card to get rid of. Especially if you do combo with something like the Cyber Angel cards for the attack buff, or you use it with the like the Djinns. Although you can't use this with the Djinns, right? Because he needs
Card games on
he needs specifically ritual
motorcycles.
monsters, right? Yeah. Oh, you can't summon it from deck? Oh, you can't, you're right. This card can't even be summoned from deck, it's the other one. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got even that wrong. It's not even used with this. Wait, does that mean the other guy we're just looking at isn't either? Armageddon. Get King of Armageddon? Is that even the same card? I know it is. See, yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I'm not super keen on it. Can't even be summoned from deck anymore, so.
Shut up, Mokuba.
My take is that I want one copy of a few of these cards, but I don't see anything I want at 3.
Hey, you don't see anything you want at 3? Hang on, let me zoom in for you. I can help you out there, buddy. Hang on, let me just. Hang on. Is it any closer? Can we get closer than that? Fuck, I won't get any closer. Hang on, I'll help you out there, buddy. Hang on. Got you covered. Actually, you know what? It'll make it easy if I just do this. Let me just. Where's he at? There he is. Alright, just. Actually, you know what? I just, Yeah, I've got you covered, chat. Hang on, don't you worry. Looking for a card you want at 3? I've got you covered. There you go. Let's make it a bit make it a bit more clearer for you. Hang on, here you go. There you go. There you go. There's the one you want. There's the one you want at 3. There he is. The man himself. That's the one we're looking for. Who needs a face cam anyway? Why don't we just replace my face cam with this? We don't need face cam, right? We can just have this dude in front of me. There you go. Oh yeah, much better. Stream is fixed now. Alright. Alright, thanks for the dono, by the way. Alright, where were we? Alright. Soul Taker. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Then your opponent gains 1,000 life points. VTuber. Hang on, I want to see a bit more of my face there. Hang on. What is that about? This review's gone off the rails. This review's actually just gone off the rails. Alright. Destroy that target your opponent gains 1,000 life points. I mean, we've got like a billion cards that do this now. We've got Hammer Shot. There's that quick play that stops you drawing if you use it. You've got cards that just send to the graveyard by paying some life points. You've got like a trillion things to do this. This isn't a quick play effect or anything, so it doesn't really change anything. Oh, it's a reprint? Oh, it's a reprint, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't change anything anyway, so. Yeah, we've already got that. Fine, this is being reprinted. I don't have a single copy of this, so good to see this thing's actually getting reprinted. Yo, MANJU has hands outside of the card? Well, he does have like 10,000 hands, alright. Off the rails, how fitting this is a train stream. Yeah, that was definitely intended, I swear. We'll go with that. Alright. Metaphys Ascension. Discard one Metaphys card, draw one card, then you can banish one Metaphys monster from your deck. Oh, this is so good actually, I remember using this. If this card is banished, you can add one Metaphys card from your deck to your hand, except Metaphys Ascension. Oh, this is a really good card. This banishes a monster from deck. It draws a card, banishes from deck. To discard, draw with a banish. So a lot of things it can do. It could banish your boy, wherever it is. So it technically acts as a search, right? Because you can literally banish the searcher if you want. You can banish the other one that banishes stuff. So for a delayed banish, you can banish this guy so it comes back, and so it shovels back into the deck, and then you can banish or special summon this guy from hand. It's actually this trap card is actually such an insane card for the deck. I'm really glad they're releasing this. I didn't realize this was going to be in the box. This card is really good, really good. Will it make Metaphys a strong deck? Probably not, but it will certainly make them a lot better. I certainly think this will make the deck. You'll see a few key games worthy Metaphys decks from this at least. It's possible it can make them tiered though. Having banishing effects is pretty useful. They are still pretty slow though. It's a trap though. That doesn't really matter. Metaphys are slow anyway. Metaphys are slow by default, because the only way you destroy your opponent's stuff or remove it was Dataless. And Dataless has to be summoned, like, during your next standby phase at minimum. Or during your opponent's during the next standby phase at, like, minimum. You don't just special summon Metaphys from hand. So the fact it's a trap card doesn't matter, because that's, like... the deck's slow anyway. It's slow by default. Yeah, Gold Sark does the same kind of stuff, too. It's a great ass card, really good card. Not to mention if it's banished itself, you can add a Metaphys card from hand, so if you draw Asif, whatever the fuck this card's name is, you can just use this to banish the trap card, get a draw, not get a draw, yeah, use this, get a draw, and search a card from banishing this. Very good card in the deck. Probably not enough to make Metaphys meta relevant, I don't think. Maybe it will, but I don't think so. Very great card though. You should definitely expect to see some people playing Metaphys just from seeing this card. 100%. Alright, that's enough of Manju. Manju disappearing, right? Enough of my VTuber model. Alright, good. Oh yeah, because Aloof Lupine's on the same ban list as Gold Sark as well, so that makes it a huge addition to the deck now. Metaphys meta? Yeah. Alright, moving on. Full Metalfoes Alcahest. 1 Metalfoes monster plus 1 null monster. Level 1. Right. Must be fusion summoned once per turn during your opponent's turn. Quick effect. You can target one effect monster on the field. Equip that target to this card. Oh. This card gains defense equal to the combined original attack of the monsters equipped to it. What the fuck? You can use monsters you control equipped to this card you control as material for the fusion summon of Metalfoes fusion monsters. Huh. What an interesting card. It is yoink stuff. Mine now. Yep, mine. Huh. Okay, that's a pretty good card. You don't have main phases 2 in this game, so you can't just summon a monster, swing in, then get him to use it, go to main phase 2, play out your turn. That doesn't happen in this game. An instant fusion summon. Wait, we don't have. This is Duel Links. We don't have instant fusion. Wrong game, buddy. I'm pretty sure we don't have instant fusion. Hang on. I'm pretty sure Duel Links hasn't got instant fusion. We don't, right? There's no way. Yeah, we don't. I don't think so. There's no shot. Super Poly turn 2. Yeah, good luck with that. Blue Eyes top tier. It does require a normal monster. But yeah, Metalfoes seems to have that covered pretty damn easily. Alright, pretty good. Moving on. Seems like a good ass card. Metalfoes Stealing. A scale 8. Once per turn you target one face up, card you control, destroy it, and if you do set one, it's literally the exact same as the other card. Cool Iron Bodies meet Burning Metal Machines and Man Machine combine. Burn up the soul. Metalfoes Fusion. Oh my god. Alright. Well, same rating as the other card because it's literally the same text, same everything. Other than the attack stats are different and this one's normal summonable. It's like about it. Why is it an SR Pro? Because it's normal summonable, I think. I don't know why they'd make one SR and one rare though. They seem basically the same kind of card. Alright. Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Fiend monsters you control except Fiendish Rhino Warrior cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard except Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Okay, you can only use the fate to once per turn. Uh-huh. Isn't this like really good with Neos Fusion? Like really good? Burning Abyss support? True. Isn't this like a really good Neos Fusion support though? Can't Neos Fusion send this? And you can send a level, a big fiend with it? Because doesn't this turn Neos Fusion into a way to send a big fiend to the grave? What can you do though? Because like your Neos Fusion, you send this, right? Like normally Neos Fusion only sends level 4 or lower, but this card sends this one, and this card will activate to send a bigger one, right? Yeah, that's the Destiny board. Not gonna lie, that's the first monster that appeared in my head too. You're not gonna use it for that, but what the fuck's his name? I forgot the dude's name is. Necrophere? Yeah, Neos Fusion actually puts this guy in the grave now. For the Destiny board skill we got in the game. Everyone's so excited about Burning Abyss, and I'm sitting there going, wait, we can Neos Fusion that, by the way. It's gonna be some high level fiend that wants to be engraved, right? Is it by high alert? Okay, it's literally showing me cards that are in Master Duel. What the fuck? That's not very helpful there, is it, game? Ah, it's probably something good you want in the grave, though. Alright, we're just going back to popularity. The NVIDIA, hell no. Duel support? Alright. Oh, interesting card. Obviously, like people are saying, you can use, it's a level 3 fiend that puts just good for Burning Abyss if you want to play it in that. And like I said, good Neos Fusion combo. I think that's the main uses for it. Filtered by released. But is released, let me search... Fucking release date. I can't... Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Not popularity, yeah. There's gonna be some big dude in here that wants to be engraved, right? Maybe there's not. And there's a lot of trap cards that bring dudes like this back. There's nothing specific though. Don't know. Dante pass. Okay, let's put this back on popularity. Alright. Yeah, okay, so that's a good card. We've talked about it now. Moving on. Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one Earth Machine monster in your graveyard, except Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede, blah 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 blah. Summon in defense position, but negate its effects. You can target one other face-up monster you control. The level of that monster or this card become the level of the other. You cannot declare attacks the turn you activate this effect, except it exceeds monsters. Right. So the idea is to get special summon a level 10 back and make a level 10 with it, right? So you have to get a level 10 in the grave somehow. Which I assume there is an easy way to do it somewhere. Stop spamming choo-choo. Stop that. Settle down, chat. Is there any easy ways to put the level 10s in the grave for it though? I don't think we've come across any just yet. Getting 10 in the grave is fucking easy, is it? It's a great follow-up card, obviously, but if we're going on the full OTK, you know, Ooga Booga route, the follow-up plays don't fit into the term OTK. That doesn't let me full Ooga Booga then. If there's a way to get level 10s in the grave easy, then it's pretty good. Stuff like Karma Cut, that doesn't sound like going second Ooga Booga to me. That's a trap card. just play Foolish Burial. Skill does it? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, we'll read the skills afterwards, but now we're talking. Alright, we'll look at that in a sec. Alright, now for the card we've all been waiting for. The only card that actually matters in this box. You can ignore the rest. MANJU. A card that for some reason, Duel Links decided, or Konami decided, I guess they thought, damn, our game is dying quickly.
Scrap Recycler?
Scrap Recycler? That takes up your normal summon, doesn't it? That just takes up your normal summon, doesn't it? That's just the little dude, right? Yeah, it takes up your normal summon, doesn't help too much. Yeah. Appreciate the $2 though. Yeah, so very interesting they chose to release this. So I assume their game was just completely dying and Konami was like, holy shit, how do we stop our game dying? What do? We need to release a card that will be really good for free-to-play players because they can just use their old decks and bring their old decks back. And something that will excite new players. What could we do? How about we just release this card that we definitely had lined up for the next selection box, and not only that, we're going to put it as an SR rarity. Let's release fucking a MANJU. MANJU of the 10,000 hands. When this card is normal or flip summoned, you can add one ritual monster or ritual spell from deck to hand. So you might not have seen that. You might see this and be like, that doesn't sound that interesting. That doesn't sound that exciting. This is literally fucking Senju. Whoever he is. Which is an ultra rare. It's literally Senju. And Sonic Bird. In one card. It searches for both. For any ritual deck. Any. Literally any. I assume Megalith were using this, right? Megalith were actively using this. Cyber was main use for it. NEKROZ was trying to use it. And that can all just be replaced with MANJU now, which is an SR rarity. You get 2 of these for 1 rotation of the box. 2. Not to mention if you go through sales, you'll probably just get 3 of them just from sales alone. This card is very exciting for me. The card I've been most excited about from the box, like, easily. You know how Cyber Angel are super bricky at the moment? See, the cool shit is, right? Let me just show you a deck like this, right? Which is more of a Mimia kind of a deck. A deck like this, right? Where this deck would be omega bricky. It would be a brick show, right? Actually, this isn't a good example. He's playing fucking the princess card. So let's look at some other ones. Hang on. I was trying looking for one that running the Jins. So I assume there might be a couple of them somewhere. Here we go. Here's a good example. It's kind of a good example. He's not playing actually. Not even playing MANJUs though. This guy will do. So a deck like this, right? Get these ads off my screen. Where this guy's playing like, he's playing Gishki Chain, hoping to draw the spell trap card on monster, and he's playing one Sonic and one Senju, and he's using the Jins. Now the issue with normally running Jins is your deck is just super bricky because these cards don't help you try to search your stuff. But the fact you now have a card that can search for both spells and monsters means you can actually run tech cards like this. You can run cards that are immune to targeting effects and stuff because your deck won't brick. You have a card that's literally Petite Angel again. So you have Petite Angels in your deck and you have Manjus in your deck. Why is this guy only running one Petite Angel anyway? You can run two. Right? You can run three actually. Can you? It's almost a ticket card. A Quiver with tickets, is it? Yeah, so you have 3 Petite Angel, and you can have 3 Manju if you wanted to. The deck is super not bricky now, so you can run tech cards in there. Super good. And like I said, it's generic. You can use it in literally any deck. I'm just showing Cyber Angels because I happen to be a big fan of that deck. But you can use it in any ritual deck. Any of them that's ever been in the game. NEKROZ, you could play it in... fucking... What's one of those... What's that old... I had a deck in mind. Hang on, I reckon... I saw it on Duel a second ago, actually. Yeah, Vendred, that's one. Vendred's an old one. Metaphys, you can play it in Metaphys if you wanted to. Literally any old ritual decks, you could try to mess around with this card in it there. So if you're a fan of any ritual deck in the game, this box is probably worth going into. Because this card's a 3/0 in all of them. Hungry Burger, Big Pog. Yeah, Relinquished, all that kind of stuff. Insane card. So glad they finally decided to add it. This should have been added 15 years ago, though. But I guess they were saving it for a day when Duel Links is dying to try to revive it. The card that will revive Duel Links. Manju of the 10,000 hands at SR rarity. Alright, moving on. NEKROZ of Trishula. Now, I believe I saw a bunch of people, when the last lot of NEKROZ support came out, be like, hey, if they gave us this card, the deck won't suck anymore. So, let's see what this card does. You can ritual summon this card with any NEKROZ ritual spell. Must ritual summon without using any level 9 monsters. You can use the effect of NEKROZ ritual once per turn. When a card or effect is activated that targets a NEKROZ monster, you can quick effect, discard this card, negate the activation. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good protection there. Stop some back row fucking you up. When this card is ritual summoned, you can banish exactly 3 of your opponent's cards, 1 each from their hand, field, and from the graveyard. Ooh. Ooh. Damn, both effects are so strong. Protection from back row and targeting effects that aren't just back row. And you could summon it to just banish a bunch of shit. That is pretty damn nuts. I see why people are trying to hype up this card now. Can't banish turn 1. Well, you shouldn't be summoning this turn 1. You really shouldn't be summoning this turn 1. Does it target? Nope. One-off? You can play it as a one-off if you like. You've got a nice little searcher over here now that can grab it whenever you want. How's this card not an ultra rare? Wasn't there another NEKROZ card recently that was ultra rare and this one isn't? NEKROZ. By the way, if you're expecting a NEKROZ video out of me, you're out of luck because I didn't get lucky in my last pulls, so I think I have 0 of this. Yeah, I think having 0 of this is probably makes the deck pretty dead. So yeah, you're not going to be seeing a NEKROZ video out of me if you guys are wondering. You're going to be seeing 15 ritual videos out of just this card, and that's the only card I care about. You only need one? Trish is the fin. Is it Trish? Oh yeah, you only need one of this, but I've only got one copy. I haven't got any copies of this one, which is like important because they're searcher, right? But I guess you could just substitute this with like more MANJUs, you know. Gotta love MANJU. Alright. Demise Supreme King of Armageddon. So it's not summable with this one, right? You can ritual summon this card with Cycle of the World. This card's name becomes Demise King of Armageddon while it's in the hand or on the field. Oh, so it is summonable with this. Just has to be in hand. While this ritual summon card is on the field, your ritual monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Useless. If all monsters used to ritual summon this card are ritual monsters, you do not pay life points to activate its effects. Once per turn, you pay 2,000 life points, destroy as many cards on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict 200 damage. Damn it! I was hoping this would be an on-summon effect, then you could use it with this, and it was actually useful. That doesn't do anything. It literally just does nothing. It's the same as the other one. It's literally the same as the other one. Like, there's no change. Gains more attack. Seems so ugh. Turn Black Crows, but it's a once per turn. You have to use the effect. It's not just on summon or anything. That makes the card so much worse. What do you mean? I mean, the other card, I was hoping this card, when you summon it, it would activate its effect. Similar to like Black Crows. This card you have to summon, then once per turn you have to activate its effect to pop stuff. So you have to click on it, use its effect. Same as the other one. Same as the other Demise card. So it kind of eliminates the whole purpose of being able to, yeah, it kind of eliminates the whole purpose of being able to use this to special summon it out. Because you summon it during your opponent's turn, and it does nothing. It just sits there with no effect. Other than it can't be destroyed by battle. Which is hella useless. You can probably make some good memes out of it, I guess. You could just kind of summon it. I don't know. Right, it says SR, makes the deck cheaper, I guess. Don't have to get the other one. Nah, I'm a bit disappointed in this card. I'm not sure why they would release a card that has like a quick effect summon during your opponent's turn, but not give any quick effects on the monsters. Like this one doesn't have any either. Like what's even the point? Like what's the purpose in summoning during your opponent's turn? Why make this a quick play? I guess you can use it to dodge stuff now. So you could summon your Ruin guy, then your opponent might try to remove it, so you quick effects ritual summon out the bigger one, I guess. It just seems so, like, lame. Not a fan, not a fan. Even if it does turn out to be an override-ish, like, kind of deck, I don't like it. It seems really boring. I like big nukes during your opponent's turn. I like the TG effects, the Black Crows effects, you know? That just seems Resident Sleeper. Yeah, Mask Change for rituals, I guess. The best you're getting out of it. Alright, Super Express Bullet Train. Cannot declare an attack unless you send 2 other cards from your control to the graveyard. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. If all monsters you control are Earth machines, you can special summon this card from your hand. Ooh, that's easy to do. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it's sent at this turn, you can target 1 machine monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Not sure how easy it is to get 2 machines in the grave. I guess if you're able to exceed summon twice, that'd be nuts. So you like nearly always have a second monster in grave for it. I guess another cool thing is this thing's an Earth machine, right? So this card can actually adjust its levels to this one and doesn't require this to be engraved. You can just summon it. And you can use this thing to adjust levels. You just summon this, special summon this, Adjust levels. There's a level 10. Not bad, not bad. Demise, Agent of Armageddon, parts to face a monster and summon. But this card doesn't summon that, does it? It summons Demise King, and the other one summons
Card
Royal
games
Queen.
on motorcycles!
Unless they're treated as them. Are they treated as them? Oh, these cards are treated as well, actually. Oh, that's a quick. That's actually much more relevant. That's a quick effect pop. Okay, that makes the ritual spell a bit better then. It makes this card a quick effect, like a summon or during your opponent's turn effect. Okay, makes a point that out at least. Makes the deck a little bit more usable, I guess. Yeah, in hand. Yeah, we can get him in hand anyway. We have this nice new card. You guys have heard of it. It's called MANJU. You can add it to hand. Anyway, enough of that deck. We don't care about it. Moving on to the more exciting decks. This card seems really fun. It seems like really good. In combo, it can already combo with this, and we haven't even gotten to whatever this fucking card is yet. Now, assume this card's easy to summon too. We'll see though. And you can even add cards to hand if you can get 2 monsters in grave. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Alright, finally they decided to reprint this. Oh god, they gave us both the red eyes in one box. That's kind of neat. 2 selection box cards in one. Damn. We got 3 selection box cards in here, didn't we? Got this one as well. Both red eyes cards in one box is pretty nice though. I've got none of this card, so. Alright, Princess Cologne. 2 level 4 monsters. When this card succeeds summoned, you can target 1 box of friends in your graveyard. Special summon that target. If you control another monster, your opponent cannot target this card with effects, cards, effects, or for attacks. If a face-up normal monster you control destroy a battle or card effect and send to the graveyard, you can attach one seized material from this card, special summon a normal monster from your deck or graveyard in face-up defense position. What is Box of Friends? Box of Friends. If this card is joined into the graveyard, you special summon from your deck 2 normal monsters with different names whose attack or defense equals 0 in face-up defense position, but they cannot be used as synchro material, also they are destroyed during the next end phase. Was there a point to this? It's like, there's not enough space on board for all this crap. Seize engine. I don't think we're using this. I don't know what we'd use this in. A deck that can use normal monsters. Missing the grandpa dude. Alright. Yeah, I think this card's a bit of a meme card at the moment. There's nothing that jumps out to mind instantly about it. Yeah, nothing's coming to mind. You summon 2 Geminites. This card's be destroyed for that shit though. If that just be destroyed is pretty. Yeah. Not a fan. I think let's move on. It seems like it might be alright if it's like something like an engine thing, but there's like nothing that's coming to mind is what we'd use it for yet. Beaver Warrior returns with Jerry Beansman. God damn it. Alright. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. So this is the big train we're summoning. So this card combined with this card is like nearly a OTK on a ton of decks. But it doesn't really do a whole lot outside of just big cannon go boom. Does actually nothing other than that. Kaboom. Me big train go boom. More trains? Oh, from the... Have we seen character awards for the new character yet? Have they been leaked? I mean, do we know level up rewards? Have they been leaked yet? Just curious. I don't care what your skills. Where's your cards? The top 4 cards. Oh, these ones? Really? That's it? Surely it's not these cards, right? Surely not. It's not these cards, surely not. Maybe they are. No. Alright, sorry for some different trains other than that, but to be fair, keep in mind, there are 50,000 skills to go through down here, which we'll go through once we go through the final train card at the end here. Once we've gone through that, then we'll go through the skills and we can make a better judgment of the cards. It's kind of hard to judge them till we see what the actual skills do, because at the moment they just seem like big, fat, Ooga Booga deck. Which is probably how the deck runs anyway, but maybe it's easier to Ooga Booga. So, we'll see. Alright, fuck off box of friends. Metalfoes Gold Driver. Once per turn, you can target one of the face-up, spell a trap card you control, destroy it, and if you do, set up Metaphys. Okay, it's exactly the same. Wait, it's literally the exact same. Why is this one an ultra rare? Because it's a normal summonable 1900 attack level 4 and it's a 1 scale? It's literally the same as the other ones. It's just an excuse to make Metalfoes more expensive. What the fuck? I assume you don't really need to run this at more than like 1 anyway. You can just fucking substitute this stuff and just search for it. I think you're fine. I'm pretty sure you're fine to just run this at 1 copy or something and just use the other ones to search for it if you want it. Wait, they can't even search for it. It's not a spell trap card. Do we need this then? Do we really need this? Can we not? Is there nothing else we can use instead? Do I have to run another ultra rare? It's a 1 scale? This one's a what? Wait, where is it? We had 1 scale, didn't we? This one's a 1 scale and it's a rare. Bruh. Bruh. You legit need 3? Alright, you're not going to see a Metalfoes video out of me. Alright, moving on. Metaphys Horus. If this card is synchro summoned, so this is 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner, so it's a generic. If this card is synchro summoned, you can activate this. You probably effect depending on the non-tuner monster used as synchro material. Null monster. This card is unaffected by card effects this turn. Okay, not bad. Attack stat is very low though. Effect monster. You can target one of the face-up card on the field, negate that target's effects. Not awful. Pendulum monster. Your opponent chooses 1 monster they control and gives control of it to you, but it cannot attack this turn. Now that's a bit better. By the way, it doesn't return during the end phase. You just yoink it for yourself. It's mine now. So this card says that it's a Metaphys card, but you're probably not even going to run this in Metaphys. You'll probably just run this in, like, just in other stuff. You just can. It's generic. So in any deck that can summon a level 6 and uses pendulum monsters, you can yoink your opponent's stuff. It's a generic level 6 that can yoink shit. It doesn't even give it back, he just yoinks it permanently. If you use pendulum effect, monster to get both effects. I assume so. Do you? I assume so. Is that how that works? Yeah, you do get two effects. Yeah, okay. If you use a normal pendulum monster, you get all effects. You won't get the second one because it's not an effect monster then, right? Yeah, this card is nuts. It's probably it says Metaphys in the name, but you can just scrub that out. Just say Horus. It can be used in other things that aren't Metaphys anyway. Of course, you can run this in Metaphys. How do you even summon that though? Not easily. Is this guy even a tuner? He is, right? Where is he? He's not even a tuner. How do you even summon this in Metaphys? Do Metaphys have a tuner? Wait, what? Does Metaphys even have a tuner? How are we summoning this? I don't think they have a tuner, do they? Not in the game. You're the tuner, right? No. And Decoy isn't a tuner. Does this art type not have a tuner but has a synchro? Level 4? Did I just look at that? This card isn't a tuner. Oh no, it is a tuner. It is a tuner. That's so dumb. This card plus Decoy. So they're releasing a synchro that we can't summon in this archetype because we don't have a tuner for it. Nice. Sick. Yeah, we just scrape the Metaphys from this name entirely. It's not being used in Metaphys. It's just Horus, okay? This card probably I'm expecting this card will see play if there is a deck that runs tuners and pendulums, which I don't think we have any. I don't think we have any at the moment that's tiered, right? Fuck, I didn't mean to click that one. No, the ad's gonna come back up. This actually doesn't have any tuners, right? God damn it. Nah, hello, can I... Website broke? Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. If you use a normal pendulum, yes, you do. Alright, moving on. Metalfoes Mithrilium. 1 Metalfoes monster plus 1 pendulum monster. You can target 2 Metalfoes cards in your graveyard, add 1 card on the field, shuffle the targets from your graveyard into the deck. And if you do, return the target on the field to hand. You can use the effect of Metalfoes monster for turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon Metalfoes pendulum monster from your graveyard, or face up extra deck. Okay, so it grabs the cards you use for material, puts them into the deck to shuffle an opponent's card away. And if it's removed, you can special summon a monster from your graveyard or face it from the extra deck, which there might not be any. I guess you can, if you use this for material for something else, that'd be kind of nice. Okay, seems pretty decent. It's just to remove one at the moment though, it's just a pretty nasty version to remove. You can recycle traps. Oh, it is cards. You can recycle Metaphys traps. Or even Metaphys like the fusion spell. I guess it's pretty easy to get resources and grey for it, huh? Because all your Metaphys cards just happen to destroy stuff already. It is only remove one though, so it's not something super strong. What's the other one do? No, this isn't a Metalfoes. Oh. Oh, that's it. That's the last Metalfoes card. Huh. So that's the big guy we go for at the end. It's not double piercing. This card seems fun as shit. I don't know, chat. It's a one-off. Now I've got all the Metaphys cards. I'm trying to rate how good the deck seems. Seems okay, but it doesn't seem like it's something too exciting. The fact that like the entire deck searches for stuff though seems pretty good. This is summonable of just literally like anything. Just 2 of your Metalfoes stuff can summon this, and it's the same for the other one, right? Seems to be able to generate resources pretty damn easily. It's like the good thing about this deck is it seems like it's unable to break. So if you just open 4 Metalfoes cards, just put down 2 scales, pop one of the scales, search for a fusion spell, and you basically just do what you want then. You can already summon something. I feel like it's got to be lacking something there, right? Feels like it's lacking in something. Super consistent with lack power. That's what it seems like to me. It's gonna be. It doesn't seem like it's that bad though. Yeah, they were talking about a quick play card earlier, which doesn't seem like we have one, so that makes the this card a bit worse. The amount of value it would generate from this thing though seems pretty nuts. The normal summon isn't here. Invoke a normal craze. Oh my god. Don't put invokers in the game. We don't need any more. Don't bring back reasons for people to play fucking Purgatrio. I don't know what to say about this. I don't... The fact we haven't used the normal summon though does mean that Alistair can just be stuffed in here. I'm gonna do it. The amount of resources and the consistency this deck is tells me that it's a good deck, but the fact it has like no like power kind of stuff. I guess this guy's like the power play for lethal, but I don't know. It's hoping for something more exciting than that. But then again, it's a pendulum deck, and I don't like pendulum, so I probably wasn't going to play it anyway. It's a bit conflicting actually, because it's a pendulum deck, but it runs fusion monsters, and I like fusion monsters. I kind of forget the fact though that you can like use the you can bring back the fusion you can like use it as a pendulum deck though. You have scales so you can summon stuff as well. I don't know. I don't know how this deck is going to look. I think I have to wait till release to fully know what the fuck's going on. I feel like it's just a bit harder to rate than Big Ooga Booga Train kind of thing. Alright, let's move on to the next card. Alright. Meteor Black Comet Dragon. 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster plus 1 level 6 Dragon type monster. Well, it's not Dragoon. If this card is fusion summoned, you can send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack of that monster. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Oh, that's it? We can't even summon this with Red Eyes Fusion, right? Can we? Red Eyes Fusion. Fuck's sake, why do you make me have to put the dash? Is a Red Eyes monster as a material? We can. Isn't this exactly the same as the other one, just worse? This is slightly less attack. This thing needs an Arc Fiend or monster, and this one just needs a level 6 dragon. Reprint? It's not a reprint. It doesn't sound that exciting to me. It seems pretty Resident Sleeper. Doesn't do anything. Ooga Booga OTK stuff, like they were doing with the other card, I guess. Same kind of shit. Duel Links nerfed the burn damage. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I care about this card. I'm moving on. Alright. Heavy Freight Train Derek Crane. If an Earth Machine monster is normal or special summoned to your field except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. But its original attack and defense become halved. You can only use effects of once per turn. If this card is attached from an Xyz monster into the graveyard, to activate that monster's effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Okay, very Ooga Booga. Very, very Ooga Booga. Alright. So another special summon, holy. So I think we need another, this deck's gonna need another normal summon Earth monster. You can't just use just this one. So we need one that can just be summoned as well, to make it so it doesn't break. But then we need it to actually be able to make it level 10, right? To continue the Ooga Booga train stuff. So we haven't got to search for this or anything, do we? Express note? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we have another one. Alright. That's what I was looking for. So we have this dude and we have that guy. That's enough to make it work. How do we get Express Night? Is that from an event or is it just... Yeah, it's from the event. Okay. The deck can also make rank 4s just with this card though, so... Alright. Not sure rank 4s we need, but...
games on motorcycles!
Farm in today's event. Playing farm events. Fun. I love Duel Links and how they make you farm. Alright. I think I just want to look at the skills now, because that's the skills that go with the train cards. So let's see if the trains are actually good. The only way to determine is via the skills. So do we know which ones are actually coming to Duel Links yet? We don't, right? We just have to read them and pray that we get the good ones. Because not all these ones come to Duel Links. I guess we start from the top. Out of Control. At the beginning of the duel, add one Rocket Arrow Express, one Snow Plow Hustle Rustle, and one Night Express to your deck. Also add one Supreme Rail Cannon Gustav Max to your extra deck. Can be used before your normal draw if there are 2 or more level 10 Earth Machine monsters in your graveyard. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be Special Schedule from outside your deck. That's not bad. Not great though. What? Cannot be normal summon a set. Must special summon from your hand by controlling no cards. And you cannot be special summoned by other ways. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you special summon this card. That's kind of boring. Aren't you Ooga Boogering? Ugh. Card seems really boring. Oh, it's got 5,000 attack. What the fuck? What is this thing? Right. What? When your opponent controls... you special summon this card from your hand that destroys many cards. Okay. Alright, so that skill seems pretty boring. Moving on. I guess that's not the good skill. Unstoppable Train. You don't have to tribute monsters when you normal summon set a monster during this turn. The effect of monsters you normal summon to set during this turn will be negated. This skill can only be used if you're within a deck so the exclusion extract that follows the conditions. Your deck contains 10 or more monsters. All monsters in your deck are level 4 or 10 monsters. All monsters in your deck are either Earth Machine type monsters or they... Okay, very specific conditions to be able to use this. Okay. It's very specific. I guess that lets you just use some big other things to make level 10s, I guess. Interesting. Negates their effects though, so it doesn't really... I feel like there's got to be a better skill than that one. Sunrise Express. Can be used before your normal draw each time your life points decrease by 1,000. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be a level 10 Earth Machine monster. God, that seems bad. Okay, next. Overnight Express. At the end of your turn, at the end of the turn, you use this skill. Add one level 10 Earth Machine monster to your to your hand from your deck. After using the skill, skip your next 2 draw phases. At the end of your turn. Okay. Super Express. Can be used before your normal draw. During your draw phase, instead of tossing your normal draw, select one level 10 in your hand that you can summon, negate its effects, and play that monster. After using the skill, it will be your battle phase. Okay. Send 2 level 10 Earth Machine type monsters from your hand to the graveyard and add 1 Train Connection from outside of your deck. This skill goes in the deck with... What the fuck? So if your starting hand's just all level 10 monsters, you just get rid of 2 of them, add this to hand, summon your big boy, and then it gets Floodgate Trap Hold because you had no back row removal because you got rid of 2 of your cards to try to use this. Okay. I guess that that kind of combos well with this dude though, who adds 1 back to hand. That's during the end phase though. Okay, it's not looking so good so far, chat. I'm looking for something more interesting than this. Negating their effects is a good thing, because it gives their attack, I guess. Got unstoppable train so far, I guess. It's looking something more exciting than this. Unstoppable train is the skill that you play in the event zone, so you can try it out early. Has anyone been trying it out? Is it any good? Was that instantly good because Unstoppable sounding solid? This seems to be the only one that's like interesting. Everything else seems kind of very I don't like the fact that all these, half of them are like draw phase, end of turn, all this kind of stuff, when I thought the idea of your deck was your Ooga Booga OTK. Like OTK is 1 turn kill. There isn't another turn. You're killing your opponent and that's it. So I don't like the idea of these like draw phase stuff. I don't know what's going on there. I guess with... Where was the other one?
Motorcycle!
I don't know. Engine Power Overlimit. Select 1 rank 10 Earth Machine type Xyz monster you control, then attach 1 level 10 Earth Machine type monster in your hand to this card as an Xyz material. Okay, if this Xyz monster attacks an opponent's monster transmission, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So then Xyz monster going in the turn. Okay, Train Uncoupling. Can be used before your normal draw. Instead of conducting your normal draw, send 1 level 10 Earth Machines from your hand to the graveyard. Then add up to 2 level 4 or lower Earth Machine monsters from your graveyard whose combined attack is less than blah blah blah. Alright, so I think we're just using this one, right? This is like the only skill in the deck. Ah. That's pretty average. Oh, pretty boring skill, it's not gonna lie. I was hoping for something a bit more exciting than that. I was hoping it's like cool would come out. Because isn't there like another, I don't know what the names of the cards are, but isn't it like another train that goes on top of the other train? Like there's like, you can rank them up, so you just summon like a bigger train on top of this one. I was hoping you had a skill that would summon that out. That's what I was hoping for, so that'd be fun. This all seems rather boring. You want that OTK? Well, the other skill adds piercing. And most decks don't summon a face-down defense position monster as their turn 1 play. Most actually summon something. Yeah, the rank 11. I was hoping there was a skill that's summoned on top. I think that'd be kind of fun. Maybe the other card's a bit too strong for the game. How do you spell it? Like that? This one? What? Hello? Decade, your website isn't working. Once per turn you attach raw material from this card against 2000 attack and defense. Also this turn you can only declare an attack with this card. During each battle phase, this card can make attacks on monsters up to the number of exceeds materials it has +1. Oh. Yeah, I can see why this isn't in Duel Links. This is what, honestly though, it seems like a lot more fun. I don't know, boys. This box started off looking so well, excitement levels for me. They kind of dropped off towards the end, which is kind of like the opposite of what it's meant to do. I got less excited as the box went on. Like I kind of lost interest as it went on. Peak at MANJU, and then everything else just kind of like, alright. Alright, so deck, what is my review and like what decks look good from this box? I mean, on the bright side, all the decks in here look consistent, which is a first. Like everything looks consistent. This deck looks Omega consistent. This deck looks Omega consistent. Every ritual deck in the game looks Omega consistent now. Like, there's got a lot of good stuff in here. NEKROZ got a nice, pretty nasty buff actually. Just trying to think, is the train deck even going to be that great? Just summoning a big Ooga Booga, no defense, nothing kind of thing? You can consistently summon them, but don't, like... I guess with this card's effects negated, it's just a 3000 beat stick that you can just special summon. Seems like a pretty nasty turn 2 OTK kind of thing. I'd lose this to 1 Book of Moon. Actual Ooga Booga no brain deck, this one. Oh my god. I don't know. Metalfoes seem like they're going to be very consistent, but they don't seem like they have a whole lot of power behind them. But they do generate a fuck ton of resources. That does tell me the deck might be okay. Just because that's a lot of stuff it summons. It's a very hard deck to rate though. This one I feel like it's just going to be okay anyway. Even if it doesn't turn out to be like top tier or anything. At worst, you're just going to be like KC Cup topping because every time you go second, you kill your opponent. That seems like what it's going to be. Go second, lethal your opponent. Go first, what can you do? Go next. That's what this deck seems like to me. Go first, just quit. Go second, pog. Easy win. KC Cup topping deck, that one. Metalfoes seems, yeah, hard to rate. I think the takeaway from this box is get MANJU, because it's really easy to get. Get 2 copies per box. And then close the box because you're done farming. Maybe get the Metaphys card too if you're a Metaphys player. That might be interesting. I think the verdict from this box though for me is I don't think I'm going to be building any of these decks.
Card games on motorcycles!
I think I'm not going to bother. I think I'm going to try to get this. I think I'm going to try and get this. And then I think I'm done. I think I'm actually going to skip the trains. Because at the moment, I don't think Duel Links is worth my poor little bank account trying to invest into her videos. It just isn't. It just doesn't get much viewership. What? I guess we're just DC'd. I think the stream was basically over anyway. Oh. I went back. I don't think it really matters. The stream was basically over anyway. We got to the end of it. I don't know what that was. Alright, well, for those of you that actually managed to make it back, thank you guys for watching. I'm pretty sure the stream's just over though. We're at the end of it anyway. We got through all the cards. This box, if he'll miss what I was saying because I just didn't notice the stream disconnected for a while. I'm basically saying I have absolutely not a whole lot of interest in this box. I think I want the SR cards, MANJU, and the Metaphys card, and I just don't care about anything else. Really don't care. I think Trains is going to be some OTK turn 2 thing I don't really care much about. Pendulum decks, I have zero interest in it. So, yeah. This probably be the first Duel Links box in a while, if ever, that I'm just not going to spend money on. Or I might try to get 3 MANJU and stop after I get the 3rd. So, I feel like the only videos to expect out of me are probably some kind of Cyber Angel video with this. And maybe some kind of Metaphys video with this. I don't even know if I'll do a box opening for this. Yeah, I don't know if I'll even do a box opening for this. Because I'm just going to be grabbing this and then piecing. Which is probably not enough for a stream. Yeah. How long for links is removed from your name? I mean, it doesn't get viewership on my channel, so it doesn't warrant me spending money on it. And since the only card I want is an SR, I feel like that's the only card I'm going to go for. No, it will be enough, because it'll be at the bottom of the box. I mean, it had to have both copies at the bottom, because there is 2 of them. Then do I even bother farming the event for the train character if I'm not going to play trains, though? Do I even bother? Do I just save myself the time? I mean, if I get the gems from the event, I can at least use them to try to get MANJU, right? If you get all the cards 3 times, you're even getting a second MANJU? That'd be impressive. Considering 2 of them were in the box. Alright, chat. I'm ending the stream there, though. Thank you all for tuning in. That's the wrong button. That one. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Yeah. I don't know. It's been fun. Interesting box opening. Duel Links is dying. Hopefully MANJU saves it. That's the final take. What do you want from me, chat? Catch you guys later. I'm out of here.